Later, on Sunday, October 1st from 5 p.m., everyone's gonna be heading to the National Stadium for the massive Mega Force promotion, October Mega Cash Bingo.
How much cash we really talking about?
We're talking $100,000. $100,000 in cash to be won. Get your tickets now. $60 for one or $100 for two.
This is gonna be another epic bingo event.
Organize your posse now, because no one should miss Mega Force October Mega Cash Bingo.
We are pleased to present the redesigned electricity bill as we prepare for proposed changes to the electricity tariff by the Public Utilities Regulatory Commission, the PURC. This required us to redesign the bill, and as we continue to be committed to improving customer experience, we took the opportunity to improve some of the key features. Our team sought the input from a sample of customers, and we thank them for participating. That input is incorporated in the final design you will see today. As part of the redesign process, our team focused on improving three key elements. The bill is now easier to follow. The key information, including account number and bill amount, is more readily visible at a glance. The bill is also now customized so that only information related to your account type is displayed. We also took a look at the electrical usage history and its presentation. You will notice that it is now shown as a chart, and customers are now able to readily see the daily average usage for a 6-month period to help them with their conservation efforts. This redesigned Grand Lake electricity bill therefore simply represents a change to the design and layout of the information related to your electricity charges. We encourage all customers to access the information we are providing through our websites and other media channels to help you to understand the new layout.
Grenlink, energizing our Grenada.
This is the MTV Evening News for Thursday, 28th September 2023. The news headlines come to you in association with Courts Grenada Limited.
The Courts Store Home Event is happening now. Get up to 30% off select furniture, appliances, and electronics. Save on bedroom, dining room, living room sets, 55-inch smart TVs, and more. Get what you want today with no cash and pay later with Courts Ready Finance. Plus, stay protected for up to 4 years with Super Shield Extended Warranty. Don't miss the Courts Home Event, bringing value home. Promotion runs 25th August to 23rd September 2023. Conditions apply.
When a loved one passes on, we all need the comfort, support, and guidance of a trusted friend. You can rely on LaCour Brothers Funeral Home. We provide a personalized professional service that exceeds all expectations. Our dedicated staff responds to your every need with the greatest detail, ensuring affordability with a variety of options. Our upgraded state-of-the-art facilities, spacious air-conditioned chapel with live internet streaming, a modern, environmentally safe crematorium, the only of its kind on island, private viewing spaces, large on-site repast center, a modern transportation fleet. Join our burial society today and make personalized arrangements for that final moment. As you prepare to enter your loved one into eternal rest, Visit or call LaCour Brothers Funeral Home and select a package that brings added comfort to the entire family. LaCour Brothers Funeral Home and Burial Society, continuing a tradition of excellence.
Coming up in the news this evening, round-the-clock security for Grenville Anglican Primary School following a spate of break-ins. CARICOM leaders discuss climate change at the Radisson Grenada Beach Resort. Regional leaders speak with one voice on the issue of reparations. And in sports, Grenada Pool Players Association working to spark interest among locals. The details when we come back.
The first segment of the MTV Evening News comes to your compliment Nexa Credit Union. With you wherever your road leads.
When you need someone to help you to your feet, I'll be that beacon to your highest peak. I'll be right next to you, no, I will never leave. Come on, take my hands, we got everything we need. Cause you can look to me, yes, I can. Whenever you're in need, yes, you can. Just call on me and I'll be on my way. I'll be by your side, never to divide. The light that shines our way. Wherever your road leads, we'll be right there with you. Wherever your road leads, we'll make your dreams come true. Next side, next side, next side, right next to you.
Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
Good evening. With the news in detail, I am Troy Gill. In a significant development for the Grenville Anglican Primary School, a long-awaited solution has finally arrived as the institution has been granted round-the-clock security following a series of break-ins at the institution. Donessa Panchu has that story.
The Grenville Anglican Primary School has finally been provided with 24-hour security detail. This follows a spate of break-ins, including theft, over a one-week period, which left staff and students concerned and fearful for their safety. President of the Parent-Teacher Association, Telon Mitchell, confirmed to MTV News on Thursday that security detail took up post from Wednesday night. Mitchell expressed gratitude to the Ministry of Education for ensuring that the necessary measures were taken.
And we would just like to take this time to express our thanks to the Ministry of Education for providing us with security. We have now received security for the nights, and also we have one for the daytime when our staff and students are on the compound. And I know that now they feel more secured, and we cannot just move forward without expressing our gratitude to the Ministry of Education. So on behalf of the staff, students, teachers, parents of the Anglican Primary School, we just want to say thank you to the Ministry of Education and every person that was involved and had one part to play or the other in seeing this come to pass. We are truly grateful.
Around-the-clock security augurs well for the mental health of the teachers and students, Mitchell says.
Also, I believe now that our school is better secured, students are feeling more at ease, and also parents are feeling more at ease to know that their children have a form of security during the day and even when night falls.
In an earlier report, President of the Grenada Union of Teachers, Jude Bartholomew, including teachers and members of the PTA, clamored for the Ministry of Education to work expeditiously to enhance security at the school, and in response, Education Minister David Andrew affirmed that they will collaborate with the Ministry of National Security to provide security measures in a timely manner. MTV News, Donessa Panchu.
The second Caribbean Small Island Developing States high-level dialogue commenced on Thursday in Grenada at the Radisson Hotel, where heads of CARICOM came together to deliberate on climate change issues that threaten the region and how they can approach COP28 as a united force to achieve better results. The opening ceremony saw remarks from a number of high-level delegates from around the region. Details in this report.
The opening ceremony of the second Small Islands Developing States High-Level Dialogue on Climate Change sets the precedence for the two-day session being held in Grenada among CARICOM leaders, all of whom share similar issues relating to climate change. Grenada's Prime Minister, Honorable Deacon Mitchell, reminded the gathering that there is strength in unity as they prepare for the upcoming COP28, where they will be presenting their concerns as a unified body.
And of course, we recognize it's a challenge, because one may ask, we go to these conferences, we have another conference here in Grenada, we had one in the Bahamas, we were in Cuba, we were in New York, and for the average Caribbean islander, they may ask to what end? It's talk and more talk. But we can't go to war, literally, because we doesn't have that kind of arsenal. But the arsenal we have is our unity, our commitment, our steadfastness.
He implored them to question whether or not their islands are worth the fight, particularly for the future generations.
If you journey to the northeastern coast of this island, all of the beaches have disappeared. You have ocean, sargassum, and land. Let me repeat that. You have ocean, sargassum, and land. There are no beaches. So what our foreparents had the privilege of enjoying 40 or 50 years ago, we do not have that privilege. And so the question is, do we continue along that line, or do we fight? We need to be unapologetic in our passion, in our drive, and in our commitment to doing this.
Sharing brief remarks about getting assistance from young environmentalists to tackle the issue of climate change was Prime Minister of the Bahamas, Honorable Philip Davis.
If the youth of our region are to blaze trails, we must first light a fire inside them. So let us welcome the next generation into the fold. Let us harness their fresh perspectives and critical agility as we embark on a path toward greater Caribbean resilience.
Executive Secretary of the UN Climate Change, Simon Steele, spoke of the importance of the expected deliberations. The meeting is an opportunity for CARICOM leaders to deliberate and highlight issues that can be presented at COP28, which will be held in Dubai from November 30th to December 12th, 2023. Reporting for MTV News, I am Donella Hostin.
As part of efforts to assist farmers, the Climate Smart Agriculture and Rural Enterprise Program, or CIEP, continues to work assiduously to improve access to farmlands through the Farm Access Roads project. On Wednesday, the community of Closure in St. John saw the opening of a farm access road, which is something they have pleaded for over the years. Donella Hostin has the details.
One of the mandates of the Climate Smart Agriculture and Rural Enterprise Program, CIEP, is to provide infrastructural assistance to farmers, and this includes, but is not limited to, farm access roads. On Wednesday, in the community of Closure in the parish of St. John, the CIEP team held a sod-turning ceremony to mark the commencement of a farm access road there. Speaking to our news team about this initiative was Dr. Stephen Fletcher, Consultant Program Manager at CIEP.
So yesterday project is hinged on that aspect of enhancing and providing road access to farmers. So we have identified a couple of roads to be done. So far for this year, we have done two. We have started two rather. One is the Granton Road in Willis, which started 3 months ago and is doing really well. And the second road is at the Pleasance area in Closure.
He said this road plays a rather crucial role for farmers in the area.
It's a road which serves a very intense agricultural area. You go into that road, there are lots of standard produce like nutmeg and cocoa and bananas, but you also have a rich amount of short crops, peppers and cabbage and cucumbers and other things being grown there by farmers. But the road is in a terrible state. Now, the road that we are financing, it's about 1,000 feet of road. We are spending $1.6 million is going to be invested in that road.
Approximately 20 people will be employed for the duration of the work on the road. According to Dr. Fletcher, from these infrastructural initiatives, they are hoping that farmers will increase their production.
One of the consequences we are hoping is that as we improve access to farm roads, farmers will increase production, they will increase productivity, they probably will be able to employ more people directly on the farms, and so forth. So the consequence of that $1.6 million we hope will really be significant in increasing production and real productivity in that area of Clogier. And also, a critical aspect is to serve to motivate farmers to really get back into farming and so on, because there is a demonstration that you are trying to make life easier for the farmers to access lands and so on.
The project is being funded by the Caribbean Development Bank and is expected to be completed in about 8 months. Reporting for MTV News, I am Donella Hostin.
A call for proper bathroom and changing facilities at Old Trafford playing field in Tantine St. George. MTV News visited the site on Wednesday to chat with a concerned coach and teacher.
Jimmy Sylvester, coach at the J.W. Fletcher Catholic Secondary School, is worried about the lack of privacy for students, particularly girls, when using the Old Trafford playing field. According to him, students would often use each other as barricades while changing into their sports uniform.
But you have an issue with the toilet facility and to changing them young girls' clothes. And they're like, if you see the playing field, the amount of children I have here, everybody will be changing their clothes and the bleachers, right? No shelter, no bathroom, no toilets, and watch much of the young ladies need privacy to change their clothes, right? The ground is very dirty as well, you know. But sometimes I do it on my own, I volunteer to do it on my own. But we need assistance to put in a toilet and a bath for the young lady, right?
Adults are also known to work out in the playing field regularly during the late afternoon, and Sylvester believes that the Ministry of Sport should work speedily towards the necessary upgrades that will benefit everyone. Glenn Alexander, who is responsible for sports at J.W. Fletcher, also shared his concerns with MTV News. He says proper covering for the bleachers will be a welcomed improvement.
Old Trafford is becoming more relevant now because they cannot use at the Queen's Park as they ought to. Tantine, some work is being done, and we know Tantine is being overused. So Old Trafford is now home to J.W. Fletcher. I noticed Convent and PVC coming over. GBSS also, you have, when you have other things in the major field, that field is being used. And I think it's about time, when you look at the condition, that Tantine be maintained. For one, there is no change in facilities here, and of course we're hosting girls, and we know what it is, especially with girls. For the boys, yes, we need it, but we have an abundance of, even Anglican High School also will come across some time to use that field. So in terms of upgrading that facility, I think definitely toilet facilities.
Our news team contacted sports coordinator within the Ministry of Sports, Colin Peters, who informed us that budgetary allocations will be made in the 2024 budget for the upgrade of all major sporting facilities throughout the island. He says citizens can be rest assured that the issues will be resolved in a timely manner. Kishon Thomas, MTV News.
Grenada's ambassador to the United States, Tarly Francis, recently presented his credentials to U.S. President Joseph Biden. The Grenadian ambassador expressed Grenada's commitment and positioning as a reliable partner in strengthening regional and international cooperation and welcomed the United States as a partner. In discussion with President Biden, Ambassador Francis said, Grenada has adopted and commenced the implementation of a robust national development program of a transformational nature. Referencing the many years of friendship and collaboration between the United States and Grenada, President Biden said the United States will continue to engage Grenada in the areas of education, entrepreneurship, climate resilience, and energy initiatives. Grenada's ambassador to the United States was one of 10 diplomats who presented their credentials to the U.S. president. That's the first segment of news. More news when we come back.
The first segment of the MTV Evening News came to you in association with Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
For when you need someone to help you to your feet, I'll be that beacon to your highest peak. I'll be right next to you, no, I will never leave. Come on, take my hands, we got everything we need. Cause you can look to me, yes, I can. Whenever you're in need, yes, you can. Just call on me and I'll be on my way. I'll be by your side, never to divide, the light that shines our way. Wherever your road leads, we'll be right there with you. Wherever your road leads, we'll make your dreams come true. Next side, next side, next side, right next to you.
Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
For a limited time, the NLA has dropped all of the 2x balls from the multi-X draw. This means that you, our valuable players, have greater chances of multiplying your winnings up to 5 times more in our 2x drop promotion. Yay! And that's not all. As an additional bonus, there will be fewer free play or FP balls to draw from too. Now you have more reasons to add multi-X to your playway bets. So, value your dreams, win your way, and multiply your winnings up to 5 times more in the NLA's 2x Dropped promotion. Promo runs until Friday, 20th October, 2023. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
With an Accel Back to School loan. Visit today or call us on 435-8222.
Ring, 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 back to school loan thing. Accel Finance help you joy of learning.
Grenada, get ready. A new season of the Grenleg Debates is coming. Informative, impromptu, bright young minds sparking powerful ideas. The Grenleg Debates, September 2023. Tune in.
Grenada! On Sunday, October 1st from 5 p.m., everyone's gonna be heading to the National Stadium for the massive massive Mega Force promotion, October Mega Cash Bingo.
How much cash we really talking about?
We're talking $100,000. $100,000 in cash to be won. Get your tickets now. $60 for one or $100 for two.
This is gonna be another epic bingo event.
Organize your posse now, because no one should miss Mega Force October Mega Cash Bingo.
As of October 2nd, 2023, the Hubbard's Rewards program will have some exciting new features to better serve you. Streamlined loyalty experience. That is, no more waiting for vouchers to be issued on a quarterly basis via traditional mail. Instant redemption. This means loyalty points earned can be redeemed immediately after purchase and applied towards your future cash purchases upon checking out. Check status. You can instantly review your reward points when checking out or on your printed receipt. Sign up today and start saving when you shop at any Hubbard's department, including the Food Fair and Grenadian General Insurance Company Limited. Please note that existing vouchers are still valid once not expired. Hubbard's. Quality service, affordable prices.
The second segment of the MTV Evening News comes to you in association with the Grenada Cooperative Bank Limited.
Grenada Cooperative Bank Limited has the credit cards to suit your needs. Choose any one of our 3 Visa credit cards, Classic, Infinite, or Signature, and enjoy the affordability, security, and convenience they all offer. Get value for your money with Visa Reward Points. The more you spend, the more points you earn. Co-op Bank is giving you options. You have the choice. We've got the cards. Tailor-made just for you. Visit www.grenadacoopbank.com for more information or call or visit any one of our retail banking units.
Welcome home.
Welcome back. It is the shared sentiment of the majority of CARICOM leaders that they must come together and speak with one voice on reparations for people of Caribbean and African descent. The topic has lingered on the lips of many in recent times, particularly following Guyana's president's recent interview with Richard Madley, where he called for adequate justice to be served. Grenada's Prime Minister, Honorable Dickon Mitchell, told the media that he too shares these sentiments, stating that this is still a relevant topic that must be addressed.
The world power structure and economic structure was built on a plantation system that essentially used slave labor to build it. And that's the facts, that's the reality. And in the case of Haiti, Haiti was paying for its freedom to the French up until just the other day. So the reality is part of Haiti's own challenges comes from the fact that its wealth was extracted to pay France for its freedom. And so when we talk about reparations, this is something that's real. They try and make it seem it's 200 or 300 years ago. The impacts of it and the legacy of it is not 200 or 300 years ago. We were a colony of the United Kingdom up until 50 years ago.
In speaking about President Ali's interview, the Prime Minister said it showed that prejudice still lingers.
You know, when I looked at the interview with President Ali, the reporters, in my view, had a very scoffing attitude to what was being said, and that therein you can see, in my view, that kind of lingering prejudice that remains. If they were interviewing someone who was Jewish, they would not have that approach. They would not ask whether or not a reparative justice should be paid to Jews who would have suffered from the Holocaust. So why are you asking whether reparative justice should be paid to descendants of slaves?
Prime Minister of the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis, Honorable Terence Drew, also shared on this topic, stating that it has a lot to do with reparative justice and what can be corrected.
So it's not just reparations, we are speaking about reparatory justice. And I think that reparatory justice is really that justice will, in a sense, involve all of us, those who were on the other side and those who were the victims in the Caribbean. So it's not really to create, engender any what I will call any sense of blaming and shaming and so forth. That is not the approach that we are taking. We are taking the approach that this occurred. Some benefit and some were the victims. We need to sit down at this point in time and correct as far as possible what can be corrected.
The donation of a CT scanner for the General Hospital and other medical supplies to be used throughout the country's public health sector was welcomed by Ministry of Health and government officials on Tuesday. The handover was made by the Maria Holder Memorial Trust. We get more in this report.
On Tuesday, a ceremony was held by the Maria Holder Memorial Trust to officially hand over one CT scanner and other donations. While delivering welcome remarks on behalf of former Director of Hospital Services, Dr. Carol McIntosh, Permanent Secretary within the Ministry of Health, Naomi Jeremiah, spoke on the benefits of the scanner.
This is capable of delivering a rapid, accurate, precise, and confident diagnosis. It is also able to assist with cancer staging, can set up and perform complex cardiac procedures, just to name a few. It represents a game changer for the healthcare delivery on island, allowing for the access of a CT scan in a timely fashion.
Donna Clark, project manager, shared remarks on behalf of the Maria Holder Memorial Trust. Dr. Linwald Fleary, radiologist, gave an overview of the benefits of the CT scanner.
That there are patients who came with suspected strokes, ended up having a brain tumor that we were able to quickly see and call the neurosurgeon, etc., and get that patient some help. We've had patients who I was afraid of, meaning that when I saw the scan, I was like, this is death. But thankfully I was wrong, and it turned out to be this patient had a bad infection in the brain, which subsequently was treated. As a junior doctor, we had to fly to Trinidad. I was excited. Patients and their family were not, but that's how we got CT scans back in the day.
Also present at the handover were Prime Minister Honorable Dickon Mitchell and Minister for Education, Senator David Andrew. Prime Minister Mitchell expressed his deepest appreciation to the Maria Holder Memorial Trust, while Minister Andrew noted that the donations will benefit students with special needs.
The lion's share of the investment, 46% of it, has been in education and 33% in healthcare. Some of the most noteworthy of these investments include the Queen Elizabeth Home for the Children, and that involved the construction, transportation, and the supply of equipment, the legal aid and counseling clinic, the general hospital here, the procurement of the CT scanner, Neulo Phase 2, and the Brewer House Grenada Group Home for Boys renovation. I offer again my deepest appreciation for the tremendous effort.
And we are very delighted that you have been able to gift us these wheelchair adaptable buses and the motorized wheelchairs as well as the manual ones to assist with the mobility of our special needs population. We were gifted with funding to train our operators and caregivers, the bus drivers, to be able to adequately treat with the nation's children.
On behalf of the Ministry of Health, Wellness and Religious Affairs, Acting Medical Services Director Dr. Taisha Donald expressed gratitude to the Maria Holder Memorial Trust for the donation, stating that it is very beneficial to the public health sector. Reporting for MTV News, Akila Aberdeen.
In a collaborative effort to enhance disaster resilience in the agricultural sector, the Food and Agriculture Organization, or FAO, and the Ministry of Agriculture have successfully concluded an intensive disaster risk management systems training program. The 5-day training, which was held at the National Cricket Stadium, was designed to equip participants with the tools needed to develop a comprehensive understanding of disaster risk management systems, approaches, and tools for agriculture disaster preparedness and response. FAO will be working with 3 community-based organizations over the next 3 months, Specto, SEDU, and Grencoda, and they develop a community-based disaster risk management project in selected communities. One of the participants and PRO of the St. Andrews Development Organization, or SEDU, is Aliyah George.
I gathered more of a clear definition of what a hazard is and what is a disaster.
And with that, now you're able to go out in the community and identify water hazards and how to prepare for it in the future, and just inform the community, just to get everything a bit more moving, a little bit more smooth in case we do encounter 101 does affect Grenada and the community of St. Andrew.
Support facilitator at the training is Terry Charles.
Hazards or disaster happens, the community is affected. And when you talk about the community, we're talking about the population, persons like the farmers, the fishermen. We're talking about women. We're talking about children. And the more we can empower ourselves at that level, so that we can have both a bottom-up approach and a down approach, likewise, and not just seeing it only coming from up. But with that kind of empowerment and involvement, it brings us to the level where communities begin to not just take responsibility, but begin to basically be the agents of change and also the agents who begin developing their community.
The intent is to work with stakeholders, looking at livelihoods and risk management, with the hope of empowering community members to make informed decisions. That's the second segment of news. Regional highlights are up next.
The second segment of the MTV Evening News came to you in association with the Grenada Cooperative Bank Limited.
Grenada Cooperative Bank Limited has the credit cards to suit your needs. Choose any one of our 3 Visa credit cards, Classic, Infinite, or Signature, and enjoy the affordability, security, and convenience they all offer. Get value for your money with Visa Reward Points. The more you spend, the more points you earn. Co-op Bank is giving you options. You have the choice. We've got the cards. Tailor-made just for you. Visit www.grenadacoopbank.com for more information, or call or visit any one of our retail banking units.
Welcome home.
For a limited time, the NLA has dropped all of the 2X balls from the multi-X draw. This means that you, our valuable players, have greater chances of multiplying your winnings up to 5 times more in our 2X drop promotion.
Yay!
And that's not all. As an additional bonus, there will be fewer free play or FP balls to draw from too. Now you have more reasons to add multi-X to your playway bets. So, value your dreams, win your way, and multiply your winnings up to 5 times more in the NLA's 2X Dropped promotion. Promo runs until Friday, 20th October, 2023. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
At Bailey's Funeral Home, we understand the pain and grief you experience when you suffer the loss of a loved one. For years, we have helped thousands of families get through that difficult time by providing professional funeral services to meet their unique needs. Whether your choice is cremation or burial, call us or come into our new facility on the Carenage and meet with our arrangers in a spacious and comfortable environment. Choose from a wide variety of quality coffins and caskets at prices from as low as $1,900. At Bailey's Funeral Home, we believe that no one should feel overwhelmed or anxious about funeral expenses. So when it's time to plan a funeral, join a burial society, or make pre-arrangements when service and costs matter, call Bailey's Funeral Home at 440-2558 or visit us at baileysfuneralhome.org. Bailey's Funeral Home, still providing the perfect tribute any family can afford.
Let's get back to school with Dutch Lady. Spend $10 or more on Dutch Lady products, scan the QR code, enter your name, address, telephone number, receipt number, and place of purchase at any of our outlets, or online to enter for a chance to win. Shopping voucher valued at $1,000 for school supplies, free internet for 3 months, free private tutoring for 3 months. Promotion valid from September to October 2023. Terms and conditions apply. Visit participating outlets and get ready to win big with Dutch Lady. Dutch Lady, building stronger families.
The choice to finance your education is clear. Try the Grenada Development Bank Won't You Dare. Our special student loan was designed with care for your growth, development, and welfare. This is how champions are made. Take on that challenge. Don't ever be afraid. Our special student loan will come to your aid with 100% of your study costs being paid. Vulnerability is but a temporary condition, and conquering it is strictly ambition. You can secure victory despite your position with a loan for accommodation, books, and tuition. We see your potential. We notice your drive. So on your marks, get set. Let your dreams come alive. Don't let hurdles of doubt get in your way, because you are the future. Contact GDB today. Our special student loan is just one application away. Grenada Development Bank. Development through financing.
Hi, my name is Dwayne Thompson, co-owner and founder of Sweet Grenada Tours, Taxi and Rental. We provide transportation tours in the field of tourism. Being in the field of tourism, the pandemic have taught us that we need all the help we can get, which the NIS has been very helpful in doing so. But as a small business owner, we are even more excited right now with the new initiative that the NIS have launched, providing a little bit more flexibility for small businesses like ourselves. So we definitely encourage all of the small business to consider getting on board with the NIS and this new initiative that allows the level of flexibility that they have implemented.
Your new GrenLec bill is even easier to read and still has all the valuable information you need to track and manage your usage.
Hey Mom, okay, your friendly tech support is here. So you got the new GrenLec bill? Let's take a look. The new bill makes it even easier to see your bill total, the due date, and much more. And take a closer look. It actually is a lot easier to understand. Let me show you. You can still see exactly what the charges are for, but in a great new format, it even shows how the cost of generating and delivering the electricity to you is calculated using your actual usage. And Mom, let Lucy know she can check out GrenLec's new Understanding Your Bill video. Anyway, look who says hi, and see you soon.
Your new GrenLec bill, easier to understand and easier to track your usage.
The third segment of MTV News is brought to you in association with Ariza Credit Union. Your financial freedom, your future.
Request, repay, repeat with Ariza's FlexiCredit Evergreen Loan Facility. Qualify for a FlexiCredit with limits up to $25,000 or use your home equity to qualify for more. Extra cash at your fingertips whenever you need it. Accessed using your debit card and managed using Ariza's mobile internet experience app. FlexiCredit allows you the flexibility to top up to your approved limit any day, anytime. Already a member? Send us a WhatsApp on 423-4987. New members join today to apply. Request, repay, repeat. Use your FlexiCredit for vacations, shopping, wedding, general expenses, and more. Ariza loan terms and conditions apply. Ariza Credit Union. Your financial freedom, your future.
Clifton James has this evening's regional roundup.
With the regional roundup, I am Clifton James. The St. Kitts Nevis government has recalled its ambassador and permanent representative to the United Nations, Nereus Dockery, with immediate effect. A brief government statement did not provide details for her recall to Basseterre, noting only that the government remains committed to promoting the interest of St. Kitts and Nevis within the international community and to advancing its principled foreign policy. The statement said that the government has identified an interim representative who is presently undergoing the accreditation process. Efforts to obtain a comment from Foreign Affairs Minister Dr. Denzil Douglas have so far proven futile. Both Douglas and Prime Minister Dr. Terence True were present at last week's 78th session of the United Nations General Assembly in New York. Dockery had presented her credentials to UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres on October the 24th last year. Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro has called for a resumption of face-to-face and direct dialogue with Guyana regarding the border controversy. However, the Guyana government announced on Wednesday that the country has moved beyond face-to-face negotiations and will instead rely on the World Court for a resolution under the 1966 Geneva Agreement. More in this HGP TV report.
Aquí hay una sola solución, y es retomar el diálogo cara a cara, directo, en el marco del Acuerdo de Ginebra. Por eso le ratifico al presidente de Guyana.
That was Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro calling on President Irfan Ali to resume face-to-face and direct dialogue on the border controversy. But when contacted via telephone, Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation Yu Todd told Nightly News that the time for bilateral talks has passed.
Long past the bilateral conversations and the discussions of the good offices, which have failed. We've had 2 decades of that, and the United Nations Secretary General at that time also, but back in 2018, also determined that the bilateral talks would have failed, which were also contained in the Geneva Agreement. So we're long past that.
According to Todd, Guyana will rely on the International Court of Justice to settle the matter.
To move forward with the case itself, we're committed to that. We want Venezuela to commit also to the case and to participate. They have until April of next year to submit their counter memorial, after which the merits of the case will be dealt with. So that is real.
Last week, the Spanish-speaking nation rejected Guyana's just concluded oil blocks auction, which can see companies searching and possibly producing oil offshore. The government and the opposition have held to one head in defending Guyana's territorial integrity. Reporting for HGP Nightly News, Shamor Allen.
A major drug trafficking bust has led to the arrest of one man and the seizure of $1 million of heroin and cocaine bound for the United States. Minister of National Security Fitzgerald Hines yesterday expressed gratitude to the U.S. Drug Enforcement Administration Office at the U.S. Embassy, who assisted the Trinidad and Tobago Transnational Organized Crime Unit in the operation. Hines said U.S. DEA agents in Philadelphia and the U.S. Embassy started working on this case with us in 2020, culminating in this major arrest and extradition order. I am gratified that our excellent cooperation has led to this arrest. We count on our American partners in law enforcement to assist us in making Trinidad and Tobago safer for our communities. A statement issued by the U.S. Embassy said the investigation culminated in the arrest of Sholan Guppy on September the 26th. He has been charged with trafficking heroin and cocaine valued at $1 million to the U.S. He is charged in the United States District Court for the Eastern District of Pennsylvania and will be extradited to Pennsylvania to face charges. You're up to date with the Regional Roundup. I am Clifton James.
This is the MTV Evening News. More news when we come back.
The third segment of MTV News was brought to you in association with Ariza Credit Union. Your financial freedom, your future.
Request, repay, repeat with Ariza's FlexiCredit Evergreen Loan Facility. Qualify for a FlexiCredit with limits up to $25,000 or use your home equity to qualify for more. Extra cash at your fingertips whenever you need it. Accessed using your debit card and managed using AMI, Ariza's mobile internet experience app. FlexiCredit allows you the flexibility to top up to your approved limit any day, anytime. Already a member? Send us a WhatsApp on 423-4987. New members join today to apply. Request, repay, repeat. Use your FlexiCredit for vacations, shopping, wedding, general expenses, and more. Ariza loan terms and conditions apply. Ariza Credit Union. Your financial freedom, your future.
You're watching the MTV Evening News. Sports is up next.
For a limited time, the NLA has dropped all of the 2X balls from the multi-X draw. This means that you, our valuable players, have greater chances of multiplying your winnings up to 5 times more in our 2X drop promotion. Yay! And that's not all. As an additional bonus, there will be fewer free play or FP balls to draw from too. Now you have more reasons to add multi-X to your playway bets. So, value your dreams, win your way, and multiply your winnings up to 5 times more in the NLA's 2X Dropped promotion. Promo runs until Friday, 20th October, 2023. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
What does it take to be an amazing woman? Lots of me time. Amazing women are classy, fancy, and a little sassy. It's the drink for me. Cheers! Sometimes you've got to show them who's boss. Alpha male? Nah, alpha females are more amazing. Cheers to securing the bag. We make time for ourselves, for work, friends, and we certainly make time for passion. We're simply amazing. Amazing cream liqueur for the amazing woman in you.
My name is Alimaka Motley. I've been here doing nails since 2017. Me being self-employed, I have realized that paying the NIS benefits me now and even when I retire. By the time I'm 65, I will be receiving contributions back from NIS. So I benefit. Because I'm self-employed, anything can happen. If anything happens to you while you're at work, you've got a bad cold, you have the COVID, you have dengue, we have all these diseases that's plaguing us at the moment. NIS will be giving you back some form of money when you're ill. So I would encourage all small business persons to sign up with NIS now.
Switch to a Ready Cash loan today. Bring your loan to us and get 25% off your interest rate. Get flexible payment terms, fast approval, and hassle-free service, so you can do all the important things you need with ease. All you need is your ID, proof of address, payslip, job letter, and 2 references. Visit us in-store or apply online at www.shopcourts.com. Courts Ready Cash. We are ready when you are. Conditions apply.
Climate change is real, bringing hotter days and less rain. Less rain means less water, so it's crucial for us to conserve water at home. When washing my vehicle, I use a bucket with rainwater that I have stored. This is how I save water. What are you waiting for?
Grenada, get ready! A new season of the Grenleg Debates is coming. Informative, impromptu, bright young minds sparking powerful ideas. The Grenleg Debates, September 2023. Tune in.
Grenada Pool Players Association working to spark interest among locals. That story and more coming up in sports.
The MTV Evening Sports is brought to you in association with Courts, bringing value home.
vivid by Courts Optical. Schedule your free eye exam today and get up to 50% off credit purchases. You heard right, up to 50% off select credit purchases or 25% off cash purchases. What are you waiting for? Buy that frame today with no cash and pay later. Book your appointment online today at courtsoptical.com. Live vivid, see vivid. Only at Courts Optical. Value you can see.
Now here is Donella Hoston with this evening's sporting highlights.
Good evening, sporting fans. Over the years, the Grenada Pool Players Association has been around putting on a series of competitions around the island to increase the interest in the sport and grow the association. One of the tournament directors of the Grenada Pool Players Association, Laurie Lacati, told MTV Sports a little about the GPPA's history.
We have been having tournaments as far as I can remember, but we tried a revamp in the year 2017 where we tried to start back the group, Grenada Pool Players Association. So we've been having tournaments almost on a monthly basis, except when we have other season with high activities like Carnival, we would skip a month or two.
Lacati also spoke about the interest in the sport for both players and spectators.
We do have lots of people who are interested, people who share their liking for the sport, and we have a group, a WhatsApp group with about 125 members, and out of that 125, they are players, but some are just members who like the sport. And we have about 40 to 45 consistent tournament players in that.
The National Secondary Schools Football Tournament is now titled the Star Malt Secondary Schools Football Tournament. Carib Brewery Grenada Limited has partnered with the Ministry of Education, Youth, Sports and Culture for the hosting of the tournament this year under the Star Malt brand. A brief launch of the tournament was held on Wednesday. Present were Coordinator of Sports, Kerlan Peters, Gifton Noel Williams, Technical Director of the Grenada Football Association, Ronique Marshall, Marketing Manager, Carib Brewery Grenada Limited, Rondell Harper, Star Malt Brand Manager, and Jake Rennie, Senior Football Coach and Coordinator of the tournament. The tournament will commence on Thursday with a featured match being held at the Tantine Playing Field between J.W. Fletcher Catholic Secondary School and the Grenada Boys Secondary School. After the rain break yesterday during the match between Grenada and Dominica, the partnership between Kavem Hodge and Jason Alexander appeared to have been causing some trouble for the Grenadians. However, torrential rainfall brought the Dominican innings to a premature end after just 30 overs. Almost 5 hours elapsed before play could resume, but DLS determined that 124 runs from 23 overs would be an equitable equation for the Grenadians. Led by Teddy Bishop and Johan Jeremiah, the specimen wasted no time, reaching the target in only 16 overs. Grenada won by 6 wickets. St. Vincent and St. Lucia's battle could only see 9 overs bowled in the 5 hours of play before it was agreed that a resumption was unlikely. Kimani Melius top scored for the St. Lucians before being dismissed in the 7th over by Othniel Lewis. The players will get some much-needed rest before action resumes on Friday. Cricket West Indies President Dr. Kishore Shallow extends his warmest congratulations to Vice President Azim Basarath and former West Indies spinner and double T20 World Cup winner Samuel Badri on their remarkable achievement of receiving the prestigious Hummingbird Medal Gold Award at the 2023 National Awards of Trinidad and Tobago. The award ceremony took place on Sunday, 24th September at the historic President's House in St. Anne's, Port of Spain. The Hummingbird Medal Gold Award is one of Trinidad and Tobago's highest honors, recognizing exceptional contributions and achievements in various fields. Vice President Basaraf Badri's outstanding dedication and contributions to the sport of cricket have earned them this well-deserved recognition in the highest grade of the HBM. And that's it for this evening's sports. I am Donella Hosten.
The weather and a recap of the headlines when we come back.
The MTV Evening Sports was brought to you in association with Quartz, bringing value home.
MTV Weather Report comes to you in association with Grenlec, energizing our Grenada.
We all care for our community. We are strong. Together, we are Grenada.
Good Thursday evening views, and with your nighttime weather forecast, I'm meteorologist Wayne Williams. Sunny and hot conditions again throughout the entire Eastern Caribbean as we see those two systems continuing to affect the weather throughout the entire Eastern Caribbean. Tropical storm Felipe moving very, very slowly to the west-northwest at around 2 miles per hour, and right behind it we now have a tropical storm Rena moving a bit faster, and seems as if we may have those two areas of intense showers and thunder showers merging at some point in time. As they continue to do that, they would continue to cause subsiding air over the Eastern Caribbean, bringing weak light winds and very clear skies, very hot days. So some of those are ahead for us. No other major features around at the moment. We can see the cloudiness associated with those two systems. This is Felipe here, and another large area associated with Rena. One or two very, very shallow patches of clouds in our area, but as the air continues to subside over the Eastern Caribbean, we continue to see those hot, dry conditions for maybe the next 4-5 days in the minimum. Tonight's forecast, mostly clear, lots of moonlight. It's the start of the full moon. The moon rose at 5:33 this afternoon. It's going to set at 6 in the morning. There is a slight chance of some inland isolated showers, but that's maybe about a 20-30%. Winds would coming from the southeast, very light, less than 10 miles per hour. Some calm spells are also likely. Sunny and hot skies on Friday. Southeasterly winds still very light, 8 to 18 miles per hour. Moderate seas on the east and the northeast coast. We're going to see some heavier swells, so look out for those. In open waters, waves will be 4 to 5 feet. Again, a bit higher on the eastern side. The sun is going to rise at 5:56 and set at 5:58. The max is expected to climb to 33, and it will feel more like 40. The UV index will be extreme. Generally fair conditions in Port of Spain, mostly fair in Bridgetown and also in Kingston. It's going to be very hot in those cities also. Some thunderstorms again for Miami, partly cloudy. In New York, London, a bit more clouds would continue there. Here at home for the next 7 days, sunny and hot conditions through the entire weekend and into the next work week. By the middle of next week, we could see a slight increase in cloudiness, nothing significant, but as those storms continue to move out of the area, we can expect improvement, returning to more normal conditions till maybe the latter part of next week into week after. That is it for me for Thursday night, folks. Have yourself a great night. Join me again on Friday.
MTV Weather Report was brought to you in association with Grenlec, energizing our Grenada.
Now to end the news, a recap of the headlines. Round-the-clock security for Grenville Anglican Primary School following a spate of break-ins. CARICOM leaders discuss climate change at the Radisson Grenada Beach Resort. Regional leaders speak with one voice on the issue of reparations. And in sports, Grenada Pool Players Association working to spark interest among locals. On behalf of the news and production departments, I am Troy Gill. Thanks for watching. Good night.
Bailey's Funeral Home, we understand the pain and grief you experience when you suffer the loss of a loved one. For years, we have helped thousands of families get through that difficult time by providing professional funeral services to meet their unique needs. Whether your choice is cremation or burial, call us or come into our new facility on the Carenage and meet with our arrangers in a spacious and comfortable environment. Choose from a wide variety of quality coffins and caskets at prices from as low as $1,900. At Bailey's Funeral Home, we believe that no one should feel overwhelmed or anxious about funeral expenses. So when it's time to plan a funeral, join a burial society, or make pre-arrangements when service and costs matter, call Bailey's Funeral Home at 440-2558 or visit us at baileysfuneralhome.org. Bailey's Funeral Home, still providing the perfect tribute any family can afford.
Raymond Jr. Greenwich of Windsor Forest, St. David, who resided at Caliste, St. George and in the USA, entered into rest on Friday 15 September 2023 at the age of 53. He was the father of Raymond Dale, son of Raymond Hines, brother of Nicole Clark, Ramona, Ranisa, Renee, Ronald and their children, nephew of many including Agnes Segers, Yvonne and Lisa in the USA, June St. Bernard, Denise Greenwich Decoto, Lawrence Greenwich, also known as Dick, and Dominic Greenwich in Grenada, Lincoln and Rudolph Greenwich in Trinidad. Many cousins, other relatives and friends in Grenada, the USA, Canada and the UK, including Dawn Harvey and family, Jennifer Greenwich, Sandra Greenwich and family, Regina and Danica Decoto, Nadia Wellington, Margaret Greenwich Bain, and Isha Baldi. The body of the late Raymond Jr. Greenwich of Windsor Forest, St. David, who resided at Caliste, St. George and in the USA, will be cremated. Interment of ashes will take place at a later date. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Joseph Pear, also known as Lindsay, of Lafayette St. Andrew, former employee of Jonas Brown and Hubbard Limited, passed away on Saturday 9th September 2023 at the age of 82. He was the husband of Gladys Pear, father of Michael Henry, Jude Bubb and Henry Jones in Grenada, Esther Olive in the UK, Lucille James, Lucian Pear, Kenneth Pear, Gloria Romaine, Lindonna Eartha Noel, and Sherry Connett in the USA. Grandfather of 29, great-grandfather of 27, brother of Geraldine Garrett and Teresa Williams, father-in-law of Leonie Henry, Alma Bubb, Chrisma Jones, Alexander James, Desmond Olive, Joseph Romaine, Kenneth Antwine, Sylvan Noel, and Roxanne Canterbury, brother-in-law of Teresa Myers in London and Lenora Wilson, uncle of many too numerous to mention. Many other relatives and friends including the Marcel, Sherman, Chichester and Charles families of Lafayette, the Alexis family of Mirabeau and in England, the Antwine family of Grenville, the James family of Happy Hill and Beaulieu, the Romaine family of Bonaire, the Noel family of St. Clouds, and friends and neighbours of Paradise and Lafayette. The funeral of the late Joseph Pear, also known as Lindsay, of Lafayette St. Andrew, will take place on Thursday, October 5th at 12:30 p.m. Funeral service will be held at the Grenville Roman Catholic Church, and entombment will be at the Grand Bras Cemetery. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Lynn Lowe of Ladigue St. Andrew, who resided in Connecticut, USA, died on Tuesday, 29th August 2023, at the age of 62. Left to mourn are her husband Godwin Lowe in the USA, children Janelle, Shawnell, Nazelle, Giselle, and Lyndon in the USA. Siblings Philip, Joseph in Canada, Franklin, Adrian, Joan, Ira, Sheila and Stanley. 13 grandchildren including Katura and Junior in the USA, Kobe, Leisha and Selena. 3 great-grands. Nieces and nephews Julianne, Shirley, Reginald, Stacy and many others. Sons-in-law Wayne and Jelani George, Darion Mapp and Kevin Samuel. 4 brothers-in-law, 3 sisters-in-law. Friends and family Janice Griffith, Katura Peterkin, the St. Louis family, the Wilshire family, the Paul family, the Best and Edwards families in the USA, and friends and family of Ladigue and in the USA. The funeral service for the late Lynn Lowe of Ladigue St. Andrew, who resided in Connecticut, USA, will take place on Thursday, October 5th at 1 p.m. Funeral service will be held at the Grenville Lighthouse Pentecostal Church, and interment will be at the Grand Bras Cemetery. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Fitzroy Mason, also known as Sea Egg and Mace, of Caliste, who resided at Settlement Road, Frequency, St. George, former employee of Customs and Excise and a well-known shopkeeper, passed away on Friday, 22nd September 2023, at the age of 77. He was the husband of Lillian Alexander, father of Anderson Alexander, grandfather of Sky and Avery Alexander, father-in-law of Nikita Billy, brother of Ulrich, Frank, Thaddeus, Maureen and Carolyn Mason, Michael and Sonia Moore, and Gemma Phillip, uncle of many including Matthew Lewis, Shane, Anika, Keoma, Troy, Lyndon, and Lyndona Mason. Many other relatives and close friends including Stanley Fraser, Michael Stewart, Michelle Samuel, the Brown, Roberts, Frederick, Mark, Billy, Smith and Reddit families, and friends and neighbors of Caliste, Frequency and surrounding areas. The funeral of the late Fitzroy Mason, also known as Sea Egg and Mace, of Caliste, who resided at Settlement Road, Frequency, St. George, will take place on Friday, October 6th at 1 p.m. Funeral service will be held at the Grand Arms Baptist Church, Maurice Bishop Highway, and interment will be at the Grand Arms Cemetery. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Ina Hilda Lewis, also known as Liz, of Victoria St. Mark, who resided at Crowshoe St. Andrew, passed away on Monday, 18th September 2023, at the age of 93. The funeral arrangements for the late Ina Hilda Lewis, also known as Liz, of Victoria St. Mark, who resided at Crowshoe St. Andrew, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home.
When a loved one passes on, we all need the comfort, support, and guidance of a trusted friend. You can rely on Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. We provide a personalized professional service that exceeds all expectations. Our dedicated staff responds to your every need with the greatest detail, ensuring affordability with a variety of options. Our upgraded state-of-the-art facilities, spacious air-conditioned chapel with live internet streaming, a modern, environmentally safe crematorium, the only of its kind on island, private viewing spaces, large on-site repast center, a modern transportation fleet. Join our burial society today and make personalized arrangements for that final moment. As you prepare to enter your loved one into eternal rest, visit or call Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home and select a package that brings added comfort to the entire family. Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home and Burial Society, continuing a tradition of excellence.
Mary Virginia Francois, also known as Olive Alexander and I.E., of Mount Craven St. Patrick, passed away on Tuesday, September 5th, 2023, at the age of 90. The funeral arrangements for the late Mary Virginia Francois, also known as Olive Alexander and I.E., of Mount Craven St. Patrick, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Veronica Frank, also known as Tarn Vero, of Victoria St. Mark, who resided at Vendham St. George and in Canada, passed away on Monday, 25th September 2023, at the age of 88. The funeral arrangements for the late Veronica Frank, also known as Tarn Vero, of Victoria St. Mark, who resided at Vendome St. George and in Canada, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Carlisle Paul, also known as Brother Lou of Coles Gap, St. David, passed away on Friday 22nd September 2023 at the age of 72. The funeral arrangements for the late Carlisle Paul, also known as Brother Lou of Coles Gap, St. David, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Rupert Ethelbert Link of Lamode and St. George Estate, St. George, who resided in the USA, passed away on Thursday, September 14th, 2023, at the age of 89. The funeral arrangements for the late Rupert Ethelbert Link of Lamode and St. George Estate, St. George, who resided in the USA, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. James A. Joseph, also known as Mr. Things and Clement, of St. David, who resided at Bonaire, St. Mark, passed away on Saturday, 23rd September 2023, at the age of 89. The funeral arrangements for the late James A. Joseph, also known as Mr. Things and Clement, of St. David, who resided at Bonaire, St. Mark, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Gladys Simon née Campbell, also known as Miss Gladys or Simon, of Cornets Walk, Grove, St. John, passed away on Saturday, 9th September 2023, at the age of 99. The funeral arrangements for the late Gladys Simon née Campbell, also known as Miss Gladys or Simon, of Cornets Walk, Grove, St. John, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Alithia Myrtle Jean Thompson, also known as Auntie Jean of Rosehill St. Patrick, passed away on Saturday, 23rd September 2023, at the age of 93. The funeral arrangements for the late Alithia Myrtle Jean Thompson, also known as Auntie Jean of Rosehill St. Patrick, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Gemma Antoine Wilson of Grove St. John, who resided at Bonaire, St. Mark, a distinguished and much-loved mathematics and Bible knowledge teacher and former deputy head teacher of the St. Mark's Secondary School, passed away on Monday, 28th August 2023, at the age of 67. The funeral arrangements for the late Gemma Antoine Wilson of Grove St. John, who resided at Bonaire, St. Mark, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Elsia Ferguson, MBE, also known as Teacher Elsa and Elsie, of Grove St. John, who resided at Woburn St. George, died on Thursday, September 14th, 2023 in Tobago, at the age of 75. The funeral arrangements for the late Elsia Ferguson, MBE, also known as Teacher Elsa and Elsie, of Grove St. John, who resided at Woburn St. George, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Teresa Antoine, also known as Cooley, of Central Grove Estate, St. John, who resided in Canada, passed away on Wednesday, 23rd August 2023, at the age of 59. The funeral arrangements for the late Teresa Antoine, also known as Cooley, of Central Grove Estate, St. John, who resided in Canada, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Jean Agnes Bartholomew of New Hampshire St. George passed away on Wednesday, 13 September 2023, at the age of 71. The funeral arrangements for the late Jean Agnes Bartholomew of New Hampshire St. George will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Roxanne Jason Marshall, also known as Rox, of Grove St. John, passed away on Thursday, 14th September 2023, at the age of 47. The funeral arrangements for the late Roxanne Jason Marshall, also known as Rox, of Grove St. John, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Lorraine John, also known as Lolo, and Gary Wright of Marley St. Patrick, passed away on Wednesday, September 6, 2023, at the age of 64. The funeral arrangements for the late Lorraine John, also known as Lolo, and Gary Wright of Marley St. Patrick will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Dennis Albert Dragon, also known as Cock, of St. Paul's, who resided at Calivany, St. George, passed away on Saturday, 16th September 2023, at the age of 74. The funeral arrangements for the late Dennis Albert Dragon, also known as Cock, of St. Paul's, who resided at Calivany, St. George, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Reverend George Milton Guy, also known as Gapman, of Lauriston, Carriacou, passed away on Tuesday, September 12, 2023, at the age of 68. The funeral arrangements for the late Reverend George Milton Guy, also known as Gapman, of Lauriston, Carriacou, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. In loving memory of Bernadette Myrna John of Happy Hill, St. George, who resided in Port of Spain, Trinidad, and died on September 23, 2021, at the age of 76. On this anniversary of her passing, she is lovingly remembered, especially now by her children Yvonne John Roberts and Antoinette John Craig in the USA, Cindy John in Trinidad, grandchildren, siblings, relatives, and friends. If tears could build a stairway and memories were a lane, we would walk right up to heaven and bring you back again. No farewell words were spoken, no time to say goodbye. You were gone before we knew it, and only God knows why. Our hearts still ache in sadness, and secret tears still flow. What it meant to lose you, no one can ever know. But now we know that you want us to mourn for you no more. To remember all the happy times, life still has much in store. Since you'll never be forgotten, we pledge to you today, a hallowed place within our hearts is where you'll always stay. Funeral arrangements were entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home.
The management and staff of MTV extend deepest condolences to those of you whose loved ones have passed on. Thank you for watching.
I just want to express my sympathy with all those of you who have lost your loved ones. We know it is not an easy piece to lose somebody that you love dearly. But death is not the end, because the Bible tells us that there is life after death. My mind goes back to a man in the Bible named David, a man who at least he had a son by Uriah's wife, and the child got sick and died. In fact, the Bible says in verse 18 of 1 Samuel chapter 12, and it came to pass on the 7th day that the child died. The child died. But that was not the end. David began a series of mourning, laid on the ground, upon the earth, and he called on God to save his son so that he can have sweet fellowship. He wanted to have time with his son. He wanted to have his son grow up to be the person that he wanted him to be. He probably wanted to play the first cricket match, or he probably wanted to go kick the first football in the field. Or he wanted probably him to climb the first tree. But yet for all, the Bible says your child died. David in himself satisfied that the sovereign God who gives and takes is able to do great things. Then David arose, the Bible says, from the earth and washed and anointed himself and changed his apparel and came into the house of the Lord to worship. David had the hope that he would see his beloved son again. And so, ladies and gentlemen out there that are in the mourning period, pick yourself up and recognize that if your loved one died in Christ, you are going to see them again. And the right thing to do is to come to that saving knowledge, recognizing who God is, and God is going to bring you through. And so I thank you, and I trust as we pray for you, you would cheer yourself and recognize that the sovereign God takes control of everything. God bless you.
Natural spring water is a water for every occasion. On the field of sports, at your workplace, just open the bottle and savor the pure, refreshing taste. Holy Natural Spring Water is produced in Mama Can St. Andrews and is available in all sizes nationwide. To order, telephone 444-7654 or 533-7654. Holy Natural Spring Water, Grenada's purest bottled water.